Martinez and all that. What can you say after that stoppage time performance?
Yeah, really, really pleased with a lot of elements of the win. There's areas we need to be better. I get it as coach. You have to come on and say, like we need to be better and we don't want to get carried away. But there was elements, at 1-1, that was a tight game. And I thought at 1-1, they probably looked like they were going to take the game, snatch the game from us. But I say to the team every day, in training, in the video rooms, we have to have an attacking mentality. I said to the team today, here 1-0 down against Charlotte, an attacking mentality wins that game in the last minute. Red Bull scored after 2 minutes, an attacking mentality on the front foot. So, we're under pressure and I can try and plug a hole or I can try and, fix the counter-attack. And I thought, no, I'll tell you what, let's be, me and Mehdi and Rob and Leon spoke and said, let's go for it. Maybe we lose it, but let's go for it because our fans deserve to see an attacking team and a team that is on the front foot with a team that's won 4 straight, right? So let's go for the 5th. And I'd like to say it was me. Alonso Martinez is incredibly clinical, and Maxi Morales put an absolute masterclass on for the time he's on the field. So shows the depth of our squad and shows the hunger of the players to want to put another win on the board.
Rich? Coach, congrats on the win again. About a month ago, you said you saw this coming, what this team is doing right now. What did you see to see this coming exactly?
I see them work every day. There's 2 things that I saw when I said that. Number one is I see the team work every day. I see the progress. I've said before, right? I like to listen to and speak with people that have the capability to see the progress and to see the team's development. And I could see it. I just knew it needed to click, and I knew the 5-game homestand would give us that opportunity. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I have 1,000,000,000% confidence in myself to be able to coach a team. And I've said before, without it sounding like fighting talk, is 22 I took the interim and we got to the conference final. 23 from Leagues Cup to the end, our form was probably up there if I was to go and analyse it with the top 3. If we'd have put that form from Leagues Cup to the end of the season, it would have got us in the top 4. And this year we're doing this. The black mark on my coaching of NYCFC is the first part of 2023, and I'll accept that, and I agree it has to be better. So, I have an incredible desire, hunger, and determination to make sure that I deliver for our fans because they're incredible.
We're going to go with Mark, and then after that, Anthony. Mark, if you can pass Anthony, then you're done.
Coach Mark Hudson from Luke, congrats on the win. You mentioned it earlier, Alonso Martinez being exceptionally clinical. Given Munsef's inconsistencies in front of goal and Jovan still adjusting to life in the States and still adjusting to the MLS, has Alonso's performance tonight and his performances throughout the season given you a little bit more to think about in terms of the pecking order at the number 9 position?
A guy comes in and scores 3. Has to give him it's a statement, right? I can't say enough about Alonso Martinez. Even last year, and I appreciate the guys. We come in here and you ask me, why he's not in squads and why he's not seeing the field. And he came last year in a really difficult moment because he was in pre-season from Belgium and we were in mid-season and we were fighting to try and get position in post-season. So it was just so difficult for him. But he works incredibly hard. His character is excellent. Whether he's in the team or out the team, he just standards and his enthusiasm is 10 out of 10 all the time. So he's competing, when you're a number 9. I said to the boys pre-New England, because I hear all the time about, this is a potential, banana skin game, this is a trap game. And I said to them, we have to have standards as a team wherever we go, whatever position we're in. And we have to have intensity in the locker room. We have to be together, and we speak a lot, right, about my team is together, but they have to be fighting for each other. They have to be looking around thinking, oh no, it's my shirt. And that is the intensity of keeping your level. So what Alonso's done tonight is he gave himself more than half a chance of being in the team, right? And if we can get the bench doing what they've done tonight, the team playing the way that they've been playing, the hardest part of my job is picking a team. And again, tonight was really difficult.
We're going to go with Anthony and then Halon in the second
Coach, I don't know if you noticed a bit before the game, they ran a trivia question on the board, and it was who has the most assists for NYCFC. It was Maxi Morales. He comes on, he adds another one. How special is he at making the players around him just that much better?
He is. I love talking about the game, right? And me and you could sit here now for the next 5 hours and talk about Maxi Morales. Since I've been here, he is the greatest player to ever play for our football club. He's had the biggest impact. He's almost like having a coach on the field. When he plays like he did tonight, it's an absolute masterclass. You know, I think you have certain players in the game that can literally just pick the game up and just put it in his pocket and just almost like conduct the game like the conductor conducts the orchestra. He's that guy. And, you know, on 70 minutes or whatever minute I put him in, I was frustrated because I thought it's just the game is hanging in the balance. I thought we probably should have been up and we probably should, you know, it's a game we should win because of, you know, we're at home and the way the game was going. And, you know, you look to this guy and, you know, just fix this game for me, please. And tonight was masterclass. You know, it's vintage Maxi Morales. He played like a 21-year-old. I just said in the locker room, Maxi played like he's 21. So, so important to us. When I was given the opportunity last year to bring him back, I sent the plane and the car and everything to pick him up, to bring him. So, you know, I'm so happy for him because he's worked incredibly hard to get back to where he is.
Hey Coach, Halen from Five Borough Footy. Congrats on the win. You know, Tana comes in to fill in for Thiago. You have Tavon sliding over and filling in for Kevin. Could you speak a little bit about that back line and what it's like to have players who can just, you know, slide into position and fill in where they need to?
Yeah, I push the staff and the support staff incredibly hard. My coaches, Mehdi Belushi, Leon Hapgood, Rob Vartugian, and then the performance team led by David Howarth. I push them incredibly hard every day to make sure that this team can absorb anything. And we went into a game, Toronto, Philadelphia, Red Bull, where I rotated. And I said to the team and to the staff team when I meet on the first day, I knew what I was going to do. I planned from Red Bull backwards. And I said to the staff on the Monday of that week, this will be a real test of our training program and a test of our culture and environment and a test of how intense and how good our pre-season was, because we're going to rotate. And it paid off, right? You know, we got the decisions right. And then you come into today, and I was driving in thinking, bye week, we're going to give the players some days off, and I hope the players don't have one eye on the days off. But I do trust them, and I didn't believe that would happen. But then we lose Thiago Martins in the warm-up, and Tane has 2 minutes to step up. And then we lose Kevin O'Toole in the game, and Tavon has to go left back. And I think it ultimately is a really good marker of where our training program is, how hard our players work, how intense our pre-season has been, and how intense our training environment is. Some of you guys get to come and you see it. And the performance team and the coaching team do an incredible job. And you know, when that's not me. When that happens, that's not me. That is the staff team that we have here at New York City Football Club. So there's a little pat on the back for them. They've done an incredible job to make sure that those guys are ready when they're called.
Hi, Justin Egan, the outfield. Maxi had a storybook return tonight. Can you go through the timeline of including him in the 18, and what's the plan to manage his minutes in the future?
So the timeline was over the last... When did he get injured? October? September? From the day he got injured, I said to the performance team, I want him tomorrow. Every day. And they told me Columbus Crew. From when he joined in first training, they told me Columbus Crew. And I said, San Jose. And then at the start of the week, they said to me, we think it's too soon. And I said, I watch him every day. And I want this guy now. So I'm not going to start him. But you know what? Friday night, before our bye week, and I really believed this. I did believe he was going to go into the game. But I thought, if it's flat, I just put him out for the warm-up and the crowd goes like this. So, yeah, he's worked. I see the way he's worked. He's worked incredibly hard. So they told me post New England that he would be cleared completely. And from that moment, I went to Maxi and said, you'll be in the squad and if needed. Now, the plan for managing his minutes is going to be ongoing, right? Because the nature of the injury, and there's a lot to it. There's confidence, there's, you know, accruing the load. And so, you know, it was a beautiful return for him. But, you know, we've got to go through the process and stick to the process now to make sure that everything's done right, so that Maxi becomes that real pivotal player for the whole game, for part of the game, whatever the team needs.
Final one, we'll go with John Hyder.
Profe, esta noche se ganó, se sumaron los 3 puntos y se hicieron 5 goles. ¿Qué lo dejó usted más feliz? ¿Los 3 puntos o los 5 goles?
What are you more happy with? 3 goals?
3 points or 5 goals?
Yes.
I have, yeah, a little Spanish, but I have a little bit. But the 3 points is probably the most important part, right? I have written on my office wall for everybody when they come in. The most important thing is the 3 points. I want our team to play well. I want our team to perform. I want our team to defend well. But last week in New England, it was probably the worst we played in a long time. And I take the 3 points, no problem. So 3 points for me is the most important. But I do believe, and without dodging the question, the 5 goals, I'm really happy we delivered it for the fans, because when I came here in 2020 and 21, we used to have crazy games here, right, where we win 4. In the championship year, we beat San Jose, we beat Salt Lake, we used to have Montreal. We have these crazy games where the crowd is up, and you know, I want to go back to those days where we deliver for our fans. So it's been a long time coming, this, you know, putting some goals on the board, getting the fans cheering, getting the atmosphere up, and delivering what our fans deserve, right, is attacking football, goals. And so I'm really happy for the fans tonight, because they've stuck with us, they've helped us a lot in tight games, they've sung us over the line. So to really enjoy it, you know, drink a cold beer, see 3, 4, 5 go in is really important for our football club.
God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.